Hi.
Not really enthusiastic. You're kind of dealing with something, I know. A little bit of a stomach bug.
Not even stomach bug. It's just kind of food poisoning on myself because I decided to have like a 700 watts microwave and try to make some White Castle sliders. Hello?
Andrew. Anywho, yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
I know.
Um, but we're gonna get started tonight. And unfortunately, we're gonna dive right into this. What in the blue fuck is TKO doing?
It's unfortunate because, like, I think greed blinded them. Well, mainly not because of the UFC. The UFC has been all about money and that's it. But more or less, WWE is oriented towards like wrestling has been oriented towards families and teenagers, and they're letting the greedy side take in.
Not only that, but I believe they're also taking advantage of inflation and the fact that unfortunately our U.S. politicians are too stupid, too corrupt, and too greedy to actually do a damn thing about it. So
Both sides are
yes,
mentally.
I'm not arguing that, Billy. I'm just saying they're doing nothing to tamp it.
Yeah,
What what was that?
Old Spice.
Okay, okay, I'm about to, I'm like I'm making sure that's nothing. I'm making sure you're not ripping a bong, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm hearing
No, I'm not. I'm not spraying Agent Orange in my house.
more like Agent Bowie.
George
Anyway,
Kittle.
uh, Bruce Campbell.
Mm-hmm. I am Bruce Campbell. Why the hell? What the hell am I doing here?
Okay, back on track. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's these fucking corporations. They love to take advantage of inflation, especially with when it comes to the consumer. See, we and wants and needs, basic economy, all that stuff. But we love wrestling. We do. I mean, our one of our big dreams, and I'm pretty sure it's your dream too, Billy, is to one day attend a WrestleMania. We can't do that, especially the next WrestleMania down the road, not the one in Vegas, but the one in Saudi. Which I think is going to be an absolute disaster, worse than WrestleMania 11. Uh, that was in the dark days of pro wrestling because '95 was worse for both companies.
Yep.
Uh, uh, I want to know where the hell TKO gets off on trying to basically squeeze all of us, the regular common homegrown, the ones who grew up with the product and just work a 9 to 5 job just to try to get by nowadays. What is I don't have the answer for what TKO's issue is. But Vince McMahon, for all his faults and all his famous women respecting, you know, he at least knew there's one thing that you do, and that is the Drake principle. Heard you like him young. Is to basically start the fan young. Make if they want instead of pricing out the ticket for one person, have a family pack and it'd be for 4 people. Kids come in for free, all that stuff. But now, kids can't even do that now. It's gross.
Yeah. Like remember back in like '95, there was 5 pay-per-views. It was until they introduced In Your House, which is like more or less cost friendly.
Yeah. It was a cost friendly way, and it was it was pretty much like it gave us the real, like, the true, what we would know as the big four, if that makes sense. The big four of WWE would be WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. Those are the big four. The anchor points, the cornerstones. And of course, WCW had Bash at the Beach, Starcade. They
Super
had
Brawl.
Super Brawl and Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, don't forget about Fall Brawl.
And Fall Brawl. But I also think that Fall Brawl was kind of more of a, was kind of similar to what WWE was offering, was a filler.
It has War Games.
Yeah. And not gonna lie, I hope they do not. And all I gotta say about War Games is I hope they don't overfloat it, if that makes sense. Like they're trying to use it too much. Like there's sometimes you can just give it a rest. Give the War Games match a rest. It deserves it.
Uh-huh.
When it comes to past, I'm glad that NXT does bring back like the classic pay-per-views that used to be available from like WCW and WWE, In Your House and Halloween Havoc.
Well, they had to change their special because of, well, certain geopolitical tensions.
Unfortunately, yeah. That never seemed to calm down for 10 minutes.
Because both sides are mentally ill.
Well, not just that. But that is above our pay grade, Billy. So we're getting closer and closer to John Cena's final matches. I think, if I remember correctly, who's his next opponent?
AJ Styles.
I don't remember who it was. Yep, AJ Styles. And it is confirmed from John Cena that he will not return to the ring after his retirement. So that's kind of a good thing, because sometimes you want the wrestler to retire on his own power. You don't want him to, go too long.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm kind of predicting the final matches for him.
All right, let's.
Well, you have AJ Styles. Then
AJ Styles.
And then you have John Cena posting an Instagram photo of Kevin Owens in John Cena gear. I believe that's next.
I don't know if Kevin Owens will be ready. He just had major neck surgery, man. I don't know if he'll be ready. Well, I have to pump the brakes on that. Because I don't know if he's cleared to wrestle, because he just had a major neck surgery.
Alrighty then, let's just switch that out with the War Games match.
I don't think he'll be involved in War Games. I don't think he's going to be involved in War Games.
You're no fucking fun. You do realize that.
I don't think... It's not that I'm not trying to be a buzzkill here. I'm just saying John Cena's not going to do... for his final matches, he's not going to go too crazy. As far as like War Games, because I think he'll want one-on-one matches. But again, I don't know. All
right, then let's just forget everything.
I wouldn't. I'd still pitch your idea. I'm not, again, I'm just saying I don't think Kevin Owens will be ready, and I don't think he'll be ready he'll be in War Games, because but there is an opponent I would want John Cena to face, and all I gotta say is say his name. He appears.
Oh yeah.
Believe in Joe Hendry. That is a match that I believe not only the internet wants, but I want as well. Because I mean, Joe Hendry gave John Cena gave Joe Hendry the the boost,
That's
if
the
that makes sense.
yeah, but Joe Hendry is officially part of NXT now.
Yes, yes. But John Cena has also given the big boost to NXT call-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Which, speaking of, that'll be another one of his opponents, if not Kevin Owens. If
I was about to say, I was about to like throw some hats in the ring. It's either
there is,
Trick Williams or Javante Evans.
if there is one NXT call-up that he could use,
Mm-hmm.
he has a day for him because every day is Rusev Day. He has never won against Rusev.
No, he
I
did
don't
win.
think.
He
Oh,
beat him. He beat him in WrestleMania 31 and Payback.
I thought he hadn't at all beat Rusev. That's my memory must be escaping me. I am getting older.
There was a joke that I was gonna say, but I'm gonna keep it because my lawyers advised me not to say it.
Uh, uh yeah, and my lawyers are advising me not to say a thing anyway. Because I just post too much cringe. Anyhow. And if there's a couple more opponents for John Cena down the road. I mean, Edge has announced he is not returning to AEW.
Thank God, because that run was awful.
Yeah, like not gonna lie, the Adam Cope experiment was abysmal.
Speaking of abysmal, Andrade.
Yeah, he is now back in AEW.
Which, funny enough, he actually got popped for multiple wellness violations.
Yeah. He has a history. I believe he has a history of wellness. He does have a history of wellness violations. But speaking of other wrestling news, there was an indie event that happened this week with Darby Allin. It had a very important debut. That debut was Stephen Borden Jr., aka the son of Sting. Made his debut in a tag team match. Darby Allin was one of his opponents, which was a losing effort, but from the clips that I saw, it looked like he was very good in the ring.
Yeah, I will say this: I will give respect to Stephen Borden, Sting's son.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Darby Allin that much because A, he's a famous women respecter, allegedly.
Allegedly.
And B, I just think his style is just not my taste.
Darby Allin reminds me of like Sabu in a way. Like always seeking to destroy himself. And basically destroy his, he's mainly, for high risks, I'm going to destroy my opponent and my body is collateral damage. That is Darby Allin.
Mm-hmm.
I will also say this about Stephen Borden Jr. as well. He did the right thing as far as making his debut. He did not put any pressure on himself by trying to be Sting 2 or putting on the face paint or the neon clothes or anything else. there was he had Sting's boots on, just his normal black boots with the scorpion on it. But they weren't, that was like the only thing he realistically had that could say, "Oh, hey, Sting's son," because probably the only boots that were available for him.
Yeah.
And what I was about to say was that was probably the best thing that he could have done to make his debut, because it doesn't put as much pressure on himself. It doesn't make his critics go, "Oh, hey, he's only in this business. He's trying to be something he's not. He's not trying to remind everyone else of Sting. So he did the right thing there."
Yeah. I know. I'm still waiting for AEW to put the tag titles on the Von Erich boys, because I think they're pretty dang good.
The Von Erichs are actually great. As far as the tag team, the tag team.
Yeah. Also, just for major context, we're talking about it's Kevin, right? Kevin's son?
Kevin's sons. Yes.
Kevin's sons.
Yeah, we're not talking about the legendary Von Erich family. We are talking about the sons of Kevin Von Erich.
Yeah. I would stop watching AEW if they put the titles on the Don Callis family, because that faction looks so bloated and dumb.
To
Cobra.
go away. Like him.
Yeah,
you hear me
I
now?
like Kyle Fletcher a lot. I just don't like how he's aligned with Don Callis, because remember, he used to play a TV executive for the Nashville network, Cyrus the Virus.
And he did it for ECW as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just snacking on some Gushers.
It's fine. Just watch as Don Callis decides to shoot on me, and I'll just be like, "All right, motherfucker."
Like, if any wrestler is watching this show, first off, please comment down below, and then we'll try to reach out for you, because we'll probably try to have you on the show as well, because seriously, it doesn't hurt to have wrestlers talking smack against us. That would be great.
Yeah, and secondly, this is all just banter.
Pretty much, we're fans. We are fans. And one of them actually has stepped into a ring before to train.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it, for long, because my back is the way it is.
Yeah, and I'm too scrawny.
Yeah. Would I ever get back? Would I ever get back into a ring if I, probably as a referee, if I could. But again, I don't know if I can even take a bump anymore, just because of how my back was or is. I don't even know if the herniations have gone. My body feels great thanks to DDP Yoga, but I also don't know if those herniations have gone away. And truthfully, I don't want to test. I don't want to pressure test.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
No problem. I'm probably gonna talk a little bit while you're away. Kind of interesting. They're bringing up Paul Heyman into the Cody Rhodes. Obviously, Paul Heyman is definitely a part of Cody Rhodes' story. But that Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes are even back as legacy. All and so I think it's a good thing to happen. You know, and I am hoping, and my hope is this. I want Braun Breaker to break away from Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. I think Braun Breaker is ready to take that next step into the championship picture. Braun Breaker definitely has the look, definitely has the pedigree, definitely has the ability to carry himself. But again, it just all depends on if Nick Khan is ready to take that step. To even make it through. I believe so because it's Braun Breaker. It's Scott Steiner's son.
You mean Rick Steiner?
No, he's Scott Steiner's son. He's Scott's son. Let me look that up. Let me look that up. Make sure I'm right. Yep. I'm double checking to make sure I am right. Oh yeah, he's Rick's son. I thought he was Scott.
Yeah, I was right.
Yeah, you were. Again, I had to fact check it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
But
also, bad news on your Bills front. Josh Allen threw a pick.
I figured as much. That's going to happen.
Yep.
But excuse me. It's gonna be a pretty short show. I can definitely tell you that. Yeah, because I ain't got much to talk about. TKO. They're screwing everything up. They're screwing everything for us as fans. Can't buy the merchandise because can't buy the merchandise for for cheap. For pretty cheap. Pricing us all out.
This is why I specifically say, don't watch Monday Night Raw. Don't watch even SmackDown. Watch NXT.
Exactly, because NXT actually cares about us.
Yeah, you can see stars like Joe Hendry, Jordan Grace, Trick Williams, Javante Evans, my girl who can't seem to win a match, Tatum Paxley.
Oh, Buffalo got it back.
Yeah, I just saw.
This is interesting. This is gonna be interesting.
You want to call it here?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna call it here. Guys, sorry for this short handed down beatdown. We just ain't had much to talk about. Alex was away. But you know what?
Taylor is probably playing with Pepper and Salem.
Yep, Madam Tuesday. No, Madam Tuesday actually had to deal with family.
I didn't know that. My bad. Sorry, Taylor.
Yeah, Madam Tuesday. She's away. Definitely would have loved her input. Definitely would have loved her input today on TKO. I'm pretty sure she would have brought some fire. But speaking of fire, you know what's absolutely fire?
Volunteerism?
No, the fine folks at Sleeves.com. Sleeves, of course, makes quality compression wear that absolutely deliver the drip. Don't believe me? If you don't believe me, trust me. because I have a pair of tights. I'm not wearing them, but I have them right here. You want to see? See? Sleeves.com.
Cool.
Awesome tights. Compression. Awesome pressure wear with the drip. If you want tights like those, or arm sleeves, or visor clips, or mouth guards, for football, because it is football season, check out our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcast. Show the channel some love. Tell them Cobra sent you. Sleeves.com. That is it for our channel. That is it for our show, I should say. We would like to mention our other podcasts as well. The Lap Down, our auto racing podcast. They are getting close to ending, so do check them out before they wrap up their season 2. We have the Dirt and Turf podcast, our baseball podcast. Passing the Pigskin, our college football podcast. We also have...
Which we will do on Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. We promise.
Thursday night. Is it going to be on the Handed Down Sports Media channel, or will it be on your channel, Billy?
Most likely your guys' channel, because the Vol Bill channel is only for special occasions and volunteers game.
Gotcha. Also, check out The Hard Count, our football podcast. Which we just so happens to have yesterday. It was very exciting. Billy, I'm sorry that tie didn't happen last night. Didn't happen tonight, so that prediction definitely went out the window.
It's fine.
But not only that, but on Wednesday we have our recap show for the Hard Count, so do check that out whenever you can. It's definitely going to be exciting. Hopefully, I have more people than just me, like I had last night. Then, of course, we have Biscuits and Penalties, our hockey podcast, which had its season 2 debut episode last Friday. It'll be Friday night at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to check out Alex and myself as we talk hockey, and possibly Billy as well.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, don't forget about our Patreon. For as much as $1 a month, you can support the channel and become a member. It's as much as an Arizona iced tea. I know times are tough, but you could definitely afford an Arizona iced tea, and you can definitely afford to be a member of the Hand Down Sports Media. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends about us. We can't do this without you. We're not only YouTube, we're also on TikTok. We're on Spotify. Like I said, check us out. If you do enjoy us, once again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Cobra, and on behalf of Billy, thank you for listening. Ring the bell. Ding, ding, ding. See y'all later. Bye.